Hi everyone, this is Sam Montgomery here with Bardstown Bourbon Company, here to walk you through your tasting kit. The first sample in your tasting kit is a clear spirit we call distillate. You may have heard this referred to as New Mink, White Dog, or Moonshine. It is completely clear in color because it has not seen any time in a barrel, which is the only legal way bourbon can get its rich, golden brown hue. This distillate has a mash bill of 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley, and is proof to 120 proof, exactly how it enters the barrel. The rye grain, being so high in this recipe, will present itself with notable aromas and flavors of earth, grain, spice, and a subtle sweetness. Furthermore, the mouthfeel will give you a sizzling sensation that you may feel over the palate, the roof of the mouth, and the sides of the tongue. These are very typical attributes of the rye flavor grain. The next sample in your kit is exactly what you just tasted, but after resting in a new charred oak barrel for about 3 years. Right away, you can see the influence in the color. Give it a sniff. On the nose, you are instantly met with oak and caramel and just a slight fruitiness from the grain. Now go in for a taste. On the palate, you may notice that the bold mouthfeel from the distillate is still present, but with much softer or more rounded flavors. The caramels and oakiness from the aroma are present on the palate as well. While Bardstown Bourbon Company is very happy with how this specific recipe is aging, we're going to hold on to the large majority of these barrels and wait until they are a bit older, possibly 6 years, before we bottle this on its own and release it to the market. In the meantime, let me introduce you to our Fusion series, the third sample in your tasting kit. Fusion is a blend of 3 unique Kentucky straight bourbons. We put the breakdown of that blend and all of its components on a small chart on the side of the label, so you, as a consumer, never have to research or wonder what exactly is in the bottle. 60% of the blend is 3-year product produced and aged here at Bardstown Bourbon Company, split between 2 unique mash bills. One is the 36% rye you just tasted. The other is a bourbon with wheat instead of rye as the flavor grain. The other 40% of the blend is a 12-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey we sourced and blended in to round out the more youthful notes of our bourbon. The balance of young and old creates an incredibly complex and rich product. On the nose of this bourbon, you are greeted with sweetness reminiscent of honey and caramel and hints of citrus. On the palate, you will taste notes of oak, honey, green apple, and baking spices with a soft, subtle, lingering finish. Now the final sample in your tasting kit. This is Bardstown Bourbon Company's Discovery Series. This is a cask-strength offering of aged blended Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys. Just like Fusion, we put the breakdown of that blend on a chart on the side of the label. Our team of blenders, consisting of cocktail experts, culinary professionals, and our distilling team, expertly blended 3 incredible and well-aged bourbons together to create something even more delicious than any of its parts. In this blend, we have a 10-year, a 12-year, and a 14-year bourbon, which blended together offer extremely rich and decadent flavors. On the nose, you are met with leather, oak, vanilla, and just a hint of earthiness. On the palate, the richness is evident in its velvet-like mouthfeel and decadent dessert-like flavors. The long, lingering finish leaves you with a taste of cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla minutes after you've finished your glass. At 122 proof, it's best to sip this one slowly, but we understand if it disappears too soon.